Hi, I'm Michael Marin. At Holy Name Medical Center, we believe that all citizens need to be informed about the important healthcare issues that affect their daily lives. That's why we're proud to support programming produced by the Caucus Educational Corporation and their partners in public television.
County colleges training our workforce. Next on Caucus, New Jersey.
Funding for this edition of Caucus, New Jersey has been provided by New Jersey Council of County Colleges, County College of Morris, connecting learning and life, the law firm of Gibbons PC, Johnson & Johnson, QualCare Inc., a local managed care company covering 750,000 New Jersey residents, and by New Jersey Natural Gas, proud to support education in our communities. Promotional support provided by NJ Biz, all business, all New Jersey, the Star Ledger and NJ.com, everything Jersey, and New Jersey Monthly, the magazine of the Garden State, available at newsstands.
Welcome to Caucus, New Jersey. I'm Steve Adubato. New Jersey's 19 county colleges are partnering with organizations, state government, and each other to help train our workforce. Here to discuss the importance of these training programs, we have Sivaraman Anbarasan, Executive Director and CEO, New Jersey Community College Consortium for Workforce and Economic Development, Dr. Pat Donahue, President, Mercer County Community College, our good friend and longtime colleague, Phil Kirshner, President, New Jersey Business and Industry Association, and finally, Cliff Lindholm III, President and CEO, Fallstrom Company. Thank you all for joining us. Now, Sivaraman, you go by Anbar.
That is correct.
This is an important program for so many people watching. You're going to see a website up, and the website is a great place for you to go to. If you're underemployed, if you're not working right now, this is a great site to go to because, Doctor?
Because our 19 county colleges offer the education and training at all levels to help people be prepared for the workforce. They don't have to be college ready. Adults can come back to get entry-level skills. They can come back to take degrees, get a whole new direction in their career. And we actually continue to go out and work with the employers to keep the currently employed educated. So we have something for everybody who needs new workforce skills.
But here's the thing, this New Jersey Community College Consortium, Phil, we've done a lot of programs together, right? You've been on our program, our sister program with Mike Schneider, NJ Today, talking about business trends, economic issues. Why is the New Jersey Business and Industry Association involved in this New Jersey Community College Consortium, and what does it mean to someone watching right now who may be struggling?
Well, the importance to any business, the most important thing is your workforce, is your staff. You're only as good as a company as the people that you employ. And we want to make sure that they get the best training possible.
So what does the consortium do?
What this consortium does is they really work with the employers to customize a program for them for the kind of training that they need in whatever specific area, or if it's in computers or English as a second language, so people can communicate better and be more productive on the job. It also helps people be promoted in their own job. We had a man recently who was promoted into IT from an assembly line job after taking an English as a second language course. Now he could communicate what his experience was from where he came from, and they gave him a shot in IT, and is making a lot more money, and is very, very happy.
Because hold on, the consortium through the county and community colleges. You're saying that this particular professional got the training he needed through the consortium, and then advanced in that organization.
That's correct.
But then, Cliff, how does it help the company?
Well, our success as a company...
Describe your company, by the way.
Fallstrom Company is a contract manufacturer in the defense industry. We've been in business since 1870.
Family business?
Family business, fourth generation. I'm the fourth generation running the business.
I know some other generations in your family.
Yes, you do.
Very proud family.
Thank you. We are successful as a company when our employees have the skills that help us provide the services that our customers need. we've been able to take advantage of some training that the county colleges have with some of our office folks by getting software training to help them become more able to contribute to us as a company.
So go back. Your company, someone says, oh, someone might argue, I'll play devil's advocate. Well, you know, just you're supposed to take care of your own. You take care of your own training. What do you need county colleges for? What do you need these public educational entities being involved in your business? You say?
Well, I say this, we're a smaller manufacturer. We don't have the resources to do all the training that we need to do internally. So we have to look outside to those organizations that have the knowledge, that have the facilities to provide training to help our employees at Fallstrom Company become more competitive and do good things.
And they made a big difference. Ambar, jump in.
Yeah, I think one thing that I wanted to add to that is the funding. The funding to meet the training costs are not borne by the employers. We seek out funding resources within the state, and we are able to bring those kind of training the manufacturers need.
Where does the money come from?
Typically, we write grants on behalf of the employers to state governments and federal governments. For example, 3 years ago, the manufacturing network of NJBIA told us that they cannot find qualified technicians at entry-level positions. So we went to Department of Labor in Trenton and pitched the concept. Here's a group of manufacturers, small manufacturers, 2 jobs here, 3 jobs there, not big Lockheed Martins of the world, but smaller manufacturers, but they'd have real jobs in the neighborhood. So the commissioner, we met with the commissioner and pitched the idea that we needed to design a training program. Could you give us a seed funding to do the training? And he agreed, and we ran the program. We designed the program with the company staff and our professors. We designed the curriculum, and it's a runaway hit. Based on that, we have built upon other grant applications. Federal government just gave us $2.5 million to buy trailers of manufacturing equipment that we can take anywhere in the state where jobs are and train people. And these are all primarily unemployed people in the neighborhood. They want to stay in the neighborhood, work in the neighborhood companies, grow the economy, make a living. That's what we do.
This is the consortium.
This is the consortium. Yes.
Yeah, I think another thing that's important for viewers to know, you hear the term public-private partnerships
all the time.
All the time.
Is that what this is?
It's a public-private partnership, but this is a perfect example of a successful public-private partnership where we as employers provide the outreach and talk to the community colleges about our needs. They serve those needs in a wonderful, wonderful fashion, and government provides the money. And it has been an enormously successful program.
What has it meant to the colleges?
Well, as colleges, we each do that kind of training. We can put together a custom program and sell it to a company individually.
Why the consortium better?
Well, the reason we needed a consortium is that there are a lot of entities that cover territory across the state, whether it's a state agency or NJBIA having employer companies all across the state. And by the 19 colleges coming together and forming the corporate entity of the consortium, we can guarantee that an employer can call one place, we can develop one curriculum, and no matter where it is in the state, the 19 colleges, we will deliver the same curriculum, guarantee the same level of quality, be able to make sure that across New Jersey, we're meeting these needs very effectively.
So right now, someone logs on to the website that we have up there. Put it up there right now, folks. Someone logs on to the website. Which one do you have up there, guys, right now? Which one are we going with, team? I can't see it. Steve, our cameraman. You have the workforce.org? It's njworkforce.org. They log on to the website. Now, you could be an employer, right, Cliff? And like your organization, your company, you can figure out what training needs your people have, and you can take advantage of some of the opportunities that the consortium offers to the county colleges, right?
Yeah, we can do that, and we can also reach out through great organizations like NJBIA to help direct us to other other resources that we could find as well.
By the way, put up NJBIA as well, if you could, team, the BIA.org. Okay, that's up as well. And also, could you put up the MCC? MCC, keep doing that. But here's the thing. How about if you're an individual? You don't run the company. You're not a representative of the company. You are an individual right now, and you're struggling. You don't have a job. You've been laid off. You want to get back into the workforce, but you know that there are some skills you need. You go on to the website and get what? Phil?
Well, I think you get the knowledge of that you can go to many employers, you can go to the community colleges, get that training or retraining that you need.
What kind of fields are we talking about here? Let's break it down. Let's be specific. Is it computer skills that we're talking about?
Computer skills, whether it's language skills that you think are holding you back, whether it's math and measurement, whether it's any kind of communication skill, which is so important nowadays. Manufacturing, for instance, has changed so much in the last 30 years. You need to be able to work with computers for quality control. This is not the old line assembly jobs anymore. You need that kind of training. And if you have it, believe me, there is a need out there for people. We say we want to train people for jobs that exist. Too many programs in the past have trained people for jobs that didn't exist. And I thought that was very cruel almost.
Well, how do we match them up? How do we figure out what jobs exist and then train people? How do you do that?
Well, we tell the community colleges what our employers have been telling us, that you can't get technicians, you can't get a lot of the trades and crafts people that you need in the past. Try to get a refrigeration mechanic if you're a supermarket or a grocery or a bodega to come in while your food is spoiling. Those people are starting to retire, and we don't have enough students who are involved in replacing them.
So that curriculum is an important part of what you're doing.
That curriculum is important, but getting the word from the employers about what they need is the most important thing at the beginning. Because we can then build the curriculum, we can recruit students into it, or the companies can recruit students for programs they ask us to develop, and knowing that when those people finish with good skills and they've succeeded, that there's a job opportunity. So getting the match of what are the real skills for a job, what are the real jobs that are available, and then getting people into those education and training programs is key.
How do you let people know which, it's so interesting. Someone might say, well, I'm interested in X. This is a field I'm interested in. And you say to them, that's nice, that's great. Not a lot going on there, Cliff, right?
Yeah, you know, you have...
What do you do? Say, that's nice, but here is a field that is ripe for opportunity. What do you do?
Well, what we've done in the consortium that put together the fabricated metal products training program that was run, fabricated metal training program through the consortium.
Is actually such a thing?
Absolutely, and it's been very successful.
And the demand is there for that.
Huge. And what we've done with that program is we targeted unemployed individuals and veterans who wanted to find a career path, give them the opportunity to get those skills at a county college. And we had employers, I was involved, some other employers were involved, interviewing people to make sure there was a match between their aptitude and the ability to complete the program. We had them come out for site visits. I've had people come to Fallstrom Company, see what an actual manufacturing company looks like today. We showed them blueprints, we showed them the product we make, and then as they complete the training, when we have openings, we interview them and we find them jobs.
Jump in on Bar.
Well, this model, we have developed this over the last 4 years. We call it training on demand.
Training on demand.
What it means...
Like I sit there and I'm watching television. I go, you know what? I want to watch this show I missed last week. I go to TV shows by channel, public television, of course, and I pick the show I want to watch. I want to watch Nova. I want to watch whatever it is. I find that show on demand. On demand. This is the same principle?
It's very similar. Phil alluded to how in the past the training was done before there was any demand. Now
you're training someone for a job that doesn't exist.
Correct. So what we do is we validate that there are jobs before we offer the training. So that's why we call it training on demand. And this model works very well. We have employers involved right up front. So it's a flipped training model. We determine the demand first, we design the program, we train the people, employers are involved from day one, they get
Phil, I'm
hired.
curious about something. As I'm listening on bar, I'm listening to everyone, I'm thinking about something. You know, for those who say, I know that it's a cliche for a lot of folks, and you don't mean it across the board, but they don't mean it across the board, but they'll say, we don't want government to be involved in our lives. We just want to be left alone. We want, you know, less government. This isn't so much less government, it's not so much more government, but it is government. And it is public. And it is taxpayer supported. Devil's advocate. Is this not a good example of your tax dollars at work?
It is a good example. And to those who are that anti-government, I would say education has always been a public provided service.
Smart investment.
It's very smart investment. This will pay off in production for the company and added skills for the individuals, so more marketing, help strengthen our community colleges. And I think another hallmark of the
By the way, how
program,
does it strengthen the economy?
I think it strengthens the economy by now having more trained workers for jobs that actually exist. And those jobs don't have to go begging. That shows up in the unemployment rate. When you have jobs that are available, but you can't find the trained individuals to fill those jobs. They could otherwise be filled. And so that's important. And one other thing you talked about government. In this example, it's a great example of the government being very flexible. We were also able to change archaic rules which said you had to have at least 10 employees from a firm in order to be trained. Well, a lot of small people, small employers don't have 10 people, or even if they have 15 people, they can't let all 10 go at the same time to go get trained. Now, the consortium has put together, you can send one, you can send two, 5 companies can send 2 at a time. It really has extended the training to our small businesses that are so important.
One size does not fit all.
That's right.
Sorry for interrupting, Phil. The impact on the manufacturing area, because again, New Jersey's manufacturing base has really been eroded over the years, right? The potential or the more direct impact of this initiative, this consortium, on the manufacturing industry in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's a huge impact, because in order for companies like Falstrom Company to be competitive, we have to have skilled employees who come in and replace the employees that are currently working for us as they retire. Everybody's well aware of the baby boom generation and how we're having a large amount of retirements. We're going to need trained individuals to backfill those positions when people leave. And if we can't find those skilled employees, that puts my company at a competitive disadvantage. I lose business, I shrink, I can't grow and prosper, and my employees can't grow and prosper.
Do people know, Cliff, when someone comes in, when someone has come in and they've been trained through this consortium in your company, you have this really amazing lineage and the history of your family. When someone comes into your company, given the kind of company it is and the fact there's not a lot of turnover, when someone comes in through this consortium, they've been trained through the county colleges, and folks know that, it's treated any differently?
Well, the training that you receive in these programs certainly gives people a leg up. We are very optimistic about a new program starting at Bergen County College. Just had our first session recently, so we're looking to find some additional employees that will come in with this training and help us as we get a little bit busier in the work that we do. But training is critical, and once we bring them in the door, we can supplement that training that they've had with some more on-the-job training that allows them to gain some very specific skills that are unique to Falstrom Company.
What I'm saying is, by the way, there's a whole bunch of programs. There are medical programs that are training real quick. Now I'm going to come back to this. There are medical training programs. There's some of the manufacturing stuff that we're talking about. There's some language initiatives. There's some computer programs. Come on, what else? Throw them out.
It's food service, right?
Food service.
Those are the basics that the consortium has done. The colleges have programs in engineering technologies, all the healthcare programs, culinary arts and food service programs, arts and graphic design, and the new Convergence Media.
Which is why when you go on to, by the way, if they go onto your website at Mercer, by the way, there are 19.
19.
So even though we have 21 counties.
Because all 21 counties are served, Raritan Valley and Atlantic Cape each serve 2 counties. So all 21 counties, every person in New Jersey has a local community college.
And the way to find your community college is?
You could go on...
You go on the Consortium and you can find...
You can go on the Consortium
website.
You can go on the county council site. If you type in community colleges in Google, and then tell it you want New Jersey, it'll give you a list of the 19 colleges.
You know, it's interesting. We've done, again, as we've done more programming on community and county colleges, it's been interesting to me. The reputation, the brand, if you will, of county colleges, has it taught you something over the years, Phil, about the quality of these institutions and the students who come out of them and their potential to contribute to the workforce?
Well, I've always thought highly of community colleges, but what you're saying is true. In the past, they may have been considered, colleges for kids who couldn't get into 4-year schools. But one of the reasons we wanted to partner with the community colleges, the experience that our employers have had with community colleges on customized training has been excellent. So that was a ringing endorsement that when students go to a community college, they come out with skills.
Right.
They don't come out with theories, they come out with real applied education for which we can use and be productive now. So I think there is a great turnaround from many, many years ago in the image and brand of community colleges.
Which is in fact the mission of community and county colleges.
Thank you.
Get you ready for a job.
Thank you, Steve. Our mission is to take adults from whatever level they are in education and give them the education and skills so they are qualified and prepared for the workforce.
So someone's saying right now, you know what? Yeah, it's been a year, it's been 6 months, it's been 2 years, whatever it's been. And I'm giving up. I'm beginning to give up. Potentially going to your local county college, even if you don't take a full course load, but if you take a course in a particular area that potentially will give you some skills and tools, could open up a whole range of possibilities.
That is true. Community colleges, we have more than 1,700 different career programs throughout the state. There's definitely something for everybody. And we teach career skills that are immediately you are able to put them to use at workplace. Many of our training programs that prepare you for a career are 6 months or less. So you are immediately becoming productive.
A couple minutes left. I want to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to contribute in the last couple minutes. What I'm curious about is, as I'm thinking about this, Cliff, I'm going to go back to the thing I was asking you before. With your employees, when these folks come in who have been trained, some of them are new people who come in. Do you sense that the long-standing employees treat the folks who come in, the new folks who've been trained through the Consortium of County Colleges, any differently?
Well, any new employee that comes into Fallstrom Company has to learn some unique sets of skills that we have. Now, if you come through a training program like the one at the county colleges that we did with the fabricated metals thing, you will have a level of knowledge that allows you to walk in the door and have a leg up. So
you can contribute immediately?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we have to have employees that come in the door and contribute immediately. I mean,
you can't be hanging around.
No. You got to come in, and we need you to be productive from day one. Absolutely. And so any kind of training, especially what you can get through this kind of fabricated metals program, will allow you to come in and be even more productive.
And finally, the message you have to other entrepreneurs out there, other business owners, other folks in the private sector who say, nah, I don't think it's right for us, you say?
I say take the time, because your company will benefit from having trained employees who are motivated to go out and put the skills that they've learned in a college setting to work in your company.
Phil, you say to your members and others?
I say that this is a wonderful point. If you have not considered a source of people who can, as Cliff said, come in and produce, you should check it out. It's very, very important. And another particular group I would say that benefits greatly and that employers should really value are our veterans that come home from Iraq, Afghanistan, need some retraining, but certainly have the skills, the discipline, the values that you want. It's really a win-win for everyone.
You've done a great public service. I want to thank all of you for talking about this very important subject. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence, and 13 for WNET, NJTV, and WHYY. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by New Jersey Council of County Colleges, County College of Morris, the law firm of Gibbons PC, Johnson & Johnson, Qualcare Inc., and by New Jersey Natural Gas. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.
Not all County College of Morris students look like me.
Some look like me.
Or me.
Or me.
Or me.
We all come to CCM at different stages of life and for different reasons.
I plan to transfer to a university.
I'm training for a new career as a nurse. But we all know one thing.
CCM is where we want to be.
So check out the website.
Check out the website.
Check out the website.
And let CCM connect learning and your life.